now that we've talked about all the players that have been cut, we can talk about the actual final roster and what we're thinking it's going to be at this point.
Sure. What soup's left in the pot here?
Yeah. So essentially, in the top 9, there's only one open position, and it's essentially one of the left wing positions, probably second or third line.
That's including Holloway in that.
I would say our top
8 of 9.
He's not in that 9.
You don't think so?
Well, I'm saying not yet.
Okay.
It's not like in stone yet.
Gotcha.
So the top players are Kane, McDavid, Yamamoto. Let's just say Nuge, Draisaitl, Hyman. Yeah. And then we have the open spot. We have McLeod, and we have Puljujarvi.
Right.
So that leaves that spot to either going to Foegele or to Holloway.
See, I fucked up. I was looking at the lines for tonight, and I forgot Puljujarvi's not playing tonight. So I was like, where do you get...
That's where the big one's coming from.
Okay.
So I think it depends. It's going to be the Foegele-Holloway battle for the next probably 3 preseason games, watching to see which one of them stands out the most.
Yeah.
Because I think Foegele would go well on the 4th line, but with that being said, Tyler Benson, to me, has been the biggest surprise of camp.
He's been outstanding. Hey?
I've loved everything he's brought. He's doing exactly what he needs to do to change his game to fit in the bottom 6.
Well, that's the thing. Like he's always been a really smart hockey player, and he's always had like good aspects to his game. And the biggest thing has always just been he's got fucking lead feet. Yeah, and he's figuring it out. So I'm with you. Like,
well, and if he plays physical, speed almost feels less important. Then if you're trying to be a skill player, you need to like outskate and outmaneuver people. But if he's playing physical and learns how to use his size, maybe he talked to Archibald a few times to learn how to be a small guy throwing a big body.
Yeah.
But I think, in my opinion, I would lock Benson in the bottom or the 4th line. To me, that's almost a lock at this point in my mind. I don't know if the coaching staff feels that way, and it depends on this Foegele-Holloway thing, because I think in a perfect world, my 4th line would be Benson, Shore, and Foegele.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I would have.
Yeah. Looking at Shore, maybe. I don't know. I'm not completely sold that Matthias Janmark can't put up another 19-goal season.
Well, and that's
I mean, not on the 4th line, but like...
And that's checking out Derek Ryan as well.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even include him in there.
Yeah. But
so it makes me curious to see who's getting cut. And with that being said, it makes me all but guaranteed have the feeling that Virtanen is going to play like this game, and then he's going to be cut. Like, I know Woodcroft's comments today.
That's coach's speak for.
Well, exactly.
He's never going to sell.
He had a
player.
good camp.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's not selling me on anything. And he's not going to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, he played like shit.
Exactly.
It's like, he's going to pump his tires. He's a good coach. He knows how to talk up his players and everything like that. You've heard him in interviews all last season when he was coaching. Like, he never really tears his players down in any way.
No.
But I have a feeling it still makes all the questions and stuff I've seen out there is, why is Virtanen still here?
Yeah. That's the biggest question of camp.
Yeah.
There's your storyline.
Yeah.
Stoff.
Well, like, and I know we said we got to give Virtanen a chance.
Yeah.
But he's done nothing to prove that he earns a contract over somebody who already has one on this roster.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes no sense as to why we would sign him. The only reason I think he's here is so we can sit more people, say, next game, and then ice our final lineup at the last preseason game.
Yeah. Yeah, so I see Virtanen going. If we're looking at the bottom 6, I'm going to factor Holloway on that 3rd line. And then I'm with you. I think Foegele makes a good 4th line player if he can slot in with Benson. It's just who do you throw in to complement? And I think there's a real opportunity for the Oilers to consider what kind of 4th line you want. They're not going to have a big bruising 4th line. Yeah. But you throw Benson, Foegele, maybe Janmark. Like Janmark, I don't know.
I think Janmark's probably going to be the 13th forward, yeah. I would think. I think the big battle, really, at this point, is between Shore and Ryan.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes things awkward.
I can do without Devon Shore. I don't know.
I like Devon Shore. Honestly, I really like him and what he brings to the team. I think he's, like, when he's out there, he tries.
Yeah.
Unlike some people. So, like, and he can fly, he can hit. He's very, very, very versatile. And I'm a little bit still not sold on how small Derek Ryan is in the bottom.
Well, he's 36 now too?
Yeah.
Like, so here's my kind of wild card. Brad Malone.
I
Talk about
think-
versatility.
I think Brad Malone is going to be one of the first call-ups,
Yeah.
but like especially at center, I just don't think he's going to make the roster because he's probably one of the safer players to send down that nobody's going to claim.
I think
'Cause we also have to think about that. If we send down Malone, Janmark, Ryan, Shore, and Benson, like those are probably the 5 guys. One of them will, or multiple of them will get sent down. They all have to go through waivers.
Yeah, not only that, and you got to think of like the cap compliance that they're going to have to reach too. Like,
Well, exactly. I've heard things about that as well. That I think whoever has the biggest contract, maybe Janmark, might have to be sent down.
So
in some
we
degree.
might not get a third option on that fourth line. Like, it might be Fogle Benson.
It's true. Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of cap wizardry we have to do to fit the full roster we want.